Hello everyone and welcome to Flower Friday.
Hey there.
My name's Amanda.
I'm Sherry.
And we are the mother-daughter designers at Grace Monroe Home, where we help you transform the ordinary home into an extraordinary home.
That is right. And I'm excited about today's wreath because it is going to be bright and cheerful, which is going to help warm up this little place here that's 48 degrees today for the high. So I need something bright and cheerful.
Yes, we need something to give us some warm spring
Yes,
vibes.
yes, we do. So that is what we are going for with this wreath. So I'm excited. The colors are so bright and pretty, and so I'm excited to get started on this.
So welcome. Those of you who are joining us live, come on in, say hi, let us know where you're watching us from. If you are new to our channel, let us know that in the comments if you're a first-time viewer. And if you're watching us on replay, y'all just type replay in the comments and let us know where you're watching this video from.
That's right. We are just happy you are here.
Yes, we are. And now this wreath is going to be great for spring and summer.
Yes, it is.
It is so bright and colorful, and I'm just really, like she said, I'm excited about this one.
That is right.
This one is going to give me all the spring feels.
Yes, so who else is ready for spring? If you are, type and say me. I want to see who is ready for spring other than me.
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 Yep, definitely me.
I hope to see a whole lot of me's on here because I don't think I'm the only one. I just have a feeling that I'm not the only one.
I know. Now maybe you're the type that loves winter and that just wants to prolong
My husband is now, so yeah,
for a long time. And if you are, that's okay. We won't hold it against you.
No, we won't. We definitely won't. So you know.
But we
if that's you, type not me. There you go. And I promise we're going to love you anyway. So, but me is ready.
Yeah, well, Jane and Renee and Shelly, they're all in agreement with us.
Good.
Diane, Jerry.
Yeah, I kind of thought that, but you know, just making sure.
So it's not just us. That's good to know.
Yep. Well, let me show you what we've got a 14-inch grapevine wreath that we're using. We've already made our bow, and Amanda will tell you about that in just a minute. But we've also got some greenery that we're using, our buckle fern. I love this fern. We're going to be using that. We have got, oh, these are so pretty. A bush of these beautiful ranunculuses that they've kind of got a peach color on the inside and then pink around the outside. These are from Michael's and they are so pretty, but we will link everything so that you know where to get everything. And we've got this pretty little yellow bush that we're going to use, some orange roses that we're going to use. Aren't those colors? Don't that look like spring? Love it.
And we got some lime green
hydrangeas that we're going to use, and then some boxwood to fill in here. So and
we're definitely going to be bright and colorful.
Yep. So I'm
vibrant for today's wreath.
Yes. And then Amanda will show you the ribbon that we're using.
So we have already made our bows. This is a 12 loopy bow, which I will attach a video in the comments. So if you're not familiar with this type of bow, it's very simple to make.
Very easy.
We do use our Bow Dabber bow maker, and like I said, I will link a video for you guys.
Yeah.
Now we use this 1.5-inch ribbon, and this is from Michael's. That's what I thought. This is from Michael's. It is in their Easter section, but it's an orange and yellow plaid ribbon. So we thought this would go well with what we're doing today. So like she said, we do have a 14-inch grapevine wreath base, and I'm going to go ahead and attach my bow at 3 o'clock on my wreath base.
But it's actually towards the inside of the 3 o'clock position, towards the middle.
And I wanted to tell y'all, we do use a 26 gauge floral wire. You can find this at Walmart.
We can link that too.
Yeah,
so
I mean, you can find this pretty much anywhere.
I love that.
The 26 gauge is what we use, because I know y'all ask us that a lot.
And I buy, when I see it at Walmart, I buy it up because I love it. It is the best. That's my favorite kind.
Yes, I'm going to go ahead and attach my bow. I'm going to weave it in here, so like she said, it does kind of get more on the inside.
On the inside, yeah.
For what we're doing today.
Yep, because we want it to kind of just be incorporated into the whole wreath. We don't want it to just be kind of sitting on top. It's a pretty bow, though.
So y'all let us know if you watched the spring centerpiece that we did last week on Flower Friday. That one was so much fun. I love the way that one turned out.
Yes, I'm excited. Cannot wait to use it.
Yeah.
And we'll have a picture and all when I get it decorated. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm anxious because we made those for my house, so I'm excited to use those.
And I have to say, I'm gonna have to make another one for mine because I'm a little jealous. They
turned
out really pretty.
And I really love those. And the thing about those, so if you haven't watched that, you can link that too.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all can go watch that if you hadn't watched it, because you can do any color scheme, and that's what I was saying in the live, that if you want a color scheme to match your house that is nothing like what we did, you can still use any color scheme, and I love that about that. But we're going to get started with this one, and I have just cut some of my buckle fern apart. This is a vine like this from Amazon, and I am just going to start by cutting it apart and then using it to green my wreath. Now I'm going to do my cross, because this is a full wreath that we're going to be doing. So I'm going to do my cross like we always do. So I'm going to start by putting that one up at the top. And I will tell you, it comes kind of wrinkled up. I used the blow dryer, my blow dryer, just to kind of loosen it up so that it wasn't quite so wrinkled. So you might want to do that. Just make sure not to hold the dryer too close, because with this, they will melt. So you don't want that. So just be careful with it.
So we're dipping our stems in our Grace Monroe home glue skillet. If you guys don't have one already, I'll just let you know that they are on sale. I think
they are. Through the 20th.
Through this weekend, Sunday.
Yep.
So they're 15% off on Surebonder's website, and I've got that linked in the comments as well. But if you don't have one, you need to, because and Surebonder does not run sales on this very often at all.
They really don't. So we were tickled when they said that they did have the sale going on. Okay, so I put one on that side. So now I'm going to put one on my other side.
So we're making a cross.
That's right. Making our cross. That's the way we like to start with the full one. Most of the time. Now, there are some designs that we don't start with the cross, but most of the time, that's the way we start.
I would say 99% of the time.
Yes.
It's rare that I don't start.
Yeah.
I've always done a cross. So it's really
Unless
rare.
we're doing a full wispy wreath,
that'd be
and
probably...
then we're going to do it a little different. But most of the time, yes, we're gonna start like that.
I think I still do a cross even then too.
Oh, do you?
I do, just because it gives me
it gives you a starting point.
Yes, and kind of like I'm able to judge.
Yeah.
How much I need, I guess.
Now I'm just going to fill in between my cross sections, and you'll see that I've got these a little bit longer than my top, and that is on purpose. I like the bottom sections to be just a little bit longer than the top section. So I'm going to move my tails out of the way and put that one right in there.
Y'all let us know what the weather is like where you're at. It was warm. We had a couple of warm days.
Oh, yesterday, yeah, it was kind of dangerous too, but
and then we had like
it felt wonderful.
That crazy Alabama stormy weather that we had yesterday that scares everybody.
That everybody is afraid of. Yes.
And
they let schools out because that's, you never know with the Alabama weather what it's going to be like. So
when you have that warm weather, and then
because it was like 70 yesterday, and then the high today 48. So that's when it gets a little scary around here. Okay, so I have already done my cross, and then I filled in. I start with my cross, and then I fill in on the 2 sections. So now I want to make sure that this greenery is kind of incorporated into my design. So I'm going to go ahead and put one piece.
Asking you to pull it just a little bit closer.
A little closer. Okay, so I'm going to put one piece on the inside of my bow, just like that. Because you know we want something on every side of our bow, and that way that's already done. I've got something there, so it's done. Now I'm going to add one more little piece of this up here at the top. Just on the inside, and that just kind of helps me get it incorporated into my design there. So now I'm going to move this greenery out of the way for right now. And I am going to start with these beauties. These are so, so pretty to me. I love that orange and that hot pink.
Yeah, I think that's really pretty.
It is. I'm just weaving these. You'll see, let me show you first. You'll see that the stem is long. We do leave our stems long, and then we weave them into the grapevine. Just like that, and that's going to help you, but you can use a smaller grapevine wreath and still get a large wreath out of it, but it also gives it the dimension that you want. You don't want to put stuff directly right flat onto the wreath.
Kathy, the fern is that Amazon fern that we
yes,
that we got. Y'all know we ordered a ton of stuff to just try it out, really, and so we're just showing you what's the best stuff we can find. Most of what we got was actually pretty good.
I was very pleasantly surprised and pleased with most of everything. There was a couple of little things that I wasn't, you know, crazy about, but most everything I really liked. So I am very happy about that. It always helps to have you know, a place to get your supplies that you can order in from. So
if you're like me, I had at least 4 or 5 Amazon packages delivered today. So
I did
like
too.
me,
I did too. It was unreal.
I do shop at Amazon. I know some of y'all don't, and that's okay. But
you know, everybody's got their things. We do, and
probably too much.
Yeah,
but it's very convenient. So we did want to find some or try out their florals because we were a little hesitant for a while. We just didn't know what to expect, but we've been pleasantly surprised.
Very, very pleased, I have to say. Okay, so I've just put those in just like that, but now I'm going to start with my orange. These roses are very pretty too.
I remember several years ago, it was so hard to find orange roses.
You could not find them
anywhere.
I remember hunting for them online because nobody, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, nobody had orange roses, which sounds ridiculous to think about now, but they just didn't. And I remember hunting for them online, trying to find somebody that had them.
Oh, Kathy says, ladies, tell us something about your men, like where they work, etc. Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, mine, well, I guess it's 8 years ago now. I could have easily said my husband is an appliance technician because that's what he was. But he changed jobs. So now he has a title. I can't even tell you what it is, but he works for our local power company, and he infrareds. He uses a very expensive camera and does infrareding to make sure, like for businesses, to make sure that nothing is hot, you know, none of their electrical stuff is hot. So he's actually got a very interesting job. I like seeing the pictures that he takes and the stuff.
It's a very complex kind
of it is a very
specialized
it is
job.
Yes, And not something he thought he would ever be doing, but he loves it. He absolutely loves it. So that's a good thing. Yeah. So what about yours?
Well, and my husband Justin, he's the man behind our videos.
Yes, he does.
He's the one that edits all of our videos.
He does, bless his heart.
So he really helps us out.
He does. Yep.
He is.
We are thankful for him.
So when you see a video, he's usually the one behind it.
Yes, he is.
So we need to get them on here.
We do. Yes, we do. It's funny because somebody told me today that my husband looks like, she said, I have found your husband's twin. It's the coach for, who was it?
I don't remember what team it was. It's an NFL team.
An NFL, I think it was it Cincinnati? I believe it was Cincinnati. Maybe. And she sent me a picture of the coach, and I'll be dog, he looks just like, I was like, well, that looks like him. And the funny thing is, his last name, Reed, is my husband's first name, Reed, and they spell it the exact same way. So that just blew me away today. I'm like, who knew?
Maybe that's his long lost.
Yeah, that's it. It was just so wild. Okay, so I've got all my orange roses in. So now I'm going to add my hydrangeas. And sometimes you have to work very hard to get stuff in. And this is one of those wreaths that I'm having to work a little bit to get in. But there we go. So now I'm going to bring this one just up in this area.
I love these hydrangeas.
I do too. They're so full and pretty. I love them. And these, again, are from Amazon. So we will link those. Okay, so now we're going to add our little pretty little yellow flowers.
And really, you know, you could do whatever colors you like.
You really could.
There's something to me about hot pink and orange together that I love. I'd be happy. I'd be fine if it was just all hot pink and orange because I love the two colors together. But you could do whatever color combination
you really could. You can, because you can find all of these kind of flowers, you know, in any color really. Yeah. So,
let's see. Somebody, and it passed really quick. Caitlin, I think, asked about our wire cutters, and I will show you those.
Yes, they are amazing.
They are Stanley 8-inch. Okay, here's the thing. Stanley 8-inch wire cutters are really hard to find. I don't know why.
They really are. I got these from a place called you talk while I find it. I will find out where it is.
They're hard to find.
They're hard to find.
So if you can find them, snatch them up. If not, you can find Irwin, IRWIN.
Yes.
They are really just as good. These are just, I don't know. These are just my favorites, but they are the 8-inch, so I would recommend.
Yes, and we may be able to find a link for these and put them in there because honestly, they really are. But either one, Stanley or Irwin, are both amazing. Yes. They really are, and you do not need the little flower wire cutters. You need a very good pair of wire cutters.
In fact, we just did a little reel on Instagram the other day.
Yeah, showing that.
And I don't even know what I did with them because I had them here. These, you do not want these. I'm going to show y'all. Because I tried to, look, you don't want those. They do not cut. I mean, somebody must have said they do, but they don't. Not for me anyway.
No, they don't.
I mean, it's like, I have to, well, that one actually did cut. But the other day, I was just trying. It was like so hard.
They are. You have to really get it just right. I mean, you see how fast.
Just click. Yeah. They just click and cut, and that's what I want. So,
yeah, and especially if you're making a lot of wreaths and you're in a hurry, you know, you've got orders or whatever, you want something that works. And these are just, plus you don't want your hands to be hurting and stuff.
And these are pretty thin stems, but when you get into the big the big heavy duty stems that some of the flowers and bushes have, especially that when you buy stems and they have those big thick ones.
Yes.
Those little florist, they call them florist wire cutters. They just don't cut it. Not for me anyway.
They don't. Nope. So we always say get them from the tool section.
Yeah, get you a good heavy duty pair of wire cutters. Stanley or Irwin are our go-to.
That's our two. Yeah, that we and we've tried a bunch of different ones.
Now, yeah, somebody said about a mini bolt cutter. Now, look, we do have. These are our big dogs.
Yeah, that's our big dogs for big stems.
We do have a bolt cutter for like the big stems, and some of the signs will have the metal. I don't know what you call them.
They're for like, yeah, because they're like for going in the yard or something, you know. So sometimes we'll use those and we cut them off because those things work for just about. In fact, I don't think I found anything. Have we found anything they won't cut?
They'll cut pretty much anything.
Yeah, I was fixing to say I don't think that I remember anything that they wouldn't cut.
I even have another pair over here. So just take your pick.
Yeah. We make sure we've got, well, to be honest, I had lost. Remember, I had lost that one pair. Yeah. I had taken them somewhere or done something. And so my husband bought me another pair. Because I get them in my stocking.
Well, Santa brought it to you.
Yes, that's right. I'm pulling these out. Just
brought you a new pair.
And too far, so I'm just going to take that out. Yes, that's exactly right. Santa brought them to me. So he had to buy me bring me an extra pair because I lost one of them. Yeah. Sometimes you have to take something out and replace it. So that's what I am doing because I didn't have that exactly where I wanted it. There we go. Now that's a little better.
Yes, Brandy, I'm ready for battle. Hey, you know, some of those stems, they are hard.
They are.
And so I'm ready. I'm prepared. I don't like fussing with stuff.
No.
So I have my tools over here.
Yeah, and it just, you know, you want things to be as easy as they can be. If tools are available. There's some things, you know, that you can't find, but if there's something out there that's going to make it a little easier, as long as it don't, we try not to use anything that's going to cost a lot of money, but if it's something that, you know, a tool like that, then why not?
It's a good investment. I would say the glue skillet and then the wire cutters.
Yeah, that's the two biggest things that I think that people need to get.
Because really, you know, we're joking around and stuff, but really we're not the type that just have a bunch of stuff just to be buying stuff. Like we're not.
I don't. One more of these here.
You know, I'm not one that uses a whole lot of, you know, different.
No.
Machines and tools, and you know, I like the necessity, but I like to be able to, you know, to have what I need.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Lori, I think we posted the link for the last week for the greenery. I thought I went in there and posted that, but I will double check. I'm sure it's on our blog. So you can go to gracemonroehome.com if you did not see it in the video for that one. It's definitely on our blog, but I will double check on that and make sure.
Okay, so I added one more little pink one there, and I'm gonna put an orange one in between. And now all I'm doing is going in and filling in where I need something. But I've still got my my pink. I think they called this baby's breath, so I'm gonna put that in.
I actually forgot that we had that.
You forgot that. I did give it to you, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Okay. It's over here. I just forgot about it.
Yep. So I am gonna add this now. Because you know, anything that I can add that's not a flower, but that's something similar to greenery, I love to add. It just gives your wreath so much more interest and gives people something else to look at. These have some interesting leaves on them too. I'm not sure if I'll like those or not, but we're going to see. So I'm just going to sprinkle these around in any little holes.
I hear the wind blowing.
It's howling.
Yeah. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but it's loud.
Yep, it is. It is howling. Yeah, that's the thing. All the Amanda's daughter and my other daughter's daughter both have started softball now, and we always look forward to it, but at the same time, this time of year, it's like you don't know how to dress to go to the games, because you're hot one minute and freezing the next. So yes, it's a little hard to know how to dress.
Yeah, I like it when it gets a little bit warmer.
Yep. Yeah.
It can get cold sitting out there.
And then it gets steamy hot, but I love hot, so I am determined to stab myself. I have stabbed myself twice with these things. And oh look, I'm bleeding. There we go. That's just perfect.
No, I thought it was really funny, and y'all are going to all go back and look at this picture right now.
Yeah, now they're going, oh,
Maybe
look, I knew you were going to say that. I knew she was going to tell y'all my secret.
So, yes, I think it was yesterday. Was it today or yesterday? I don't know the days.
Well, you told me today.
Did I do it today?
Yeah, you told me today.
Oh.
So, well, I don't know if you found it.
I think I posted it yesterday, but
yeah,
there is a picture on our Facebook page that I posted yesterday of a wreath, and if you look very closely, you'll see a... This is terrible. I should not tell y'all that.
Yeah.
But you will see a blood spot. And I called her. I'm like, did you start bleeding? I think you bled on this wreath.
I said, I did. Yeah.
And she said, yeah, I did. So y'all go look at that photo and see if you can find the blood spot. Because I said to her just a few minutes ago, I said, nobody has mentioned it yet. So I guess nobody's
I'm
noticed.
sure somebody's going to see that. But, you know, what can you do? Sometimes, and I bleed very easily anyway if I stab myself. And, I mean, I go to get my nails done and I bleed. So that's just the way it is.
Plus, if you're working, you know.
And I constantly, like, I just stab myself then. So, because I try to go kind of fast while I'm doing this, because I know nobody wants to be here for hours watching us make something. So I try to speed it along and end up stabbing myself.
But yeah,
so that's what happened. Now, all I'm doing now is I'm filling in with this boxwood, and this is from Amazon too. So I'm just going through anywhere that I have a hole. The main thing, though, if you want to put it all throughout the whole wreath, so even if you have just a hole here up at the top, don't just put the boxwood, you know, there. Make sure that you put some all throughout the whole entire wreath, because it's going to look kind of weird if you've just got it, you know, in one spot. So you do want to sprinkle it around.
Rita said, did it match the wreath? It did kind of, but no, you can see it. Now that I've told you, you're not going to not be able to see it.
Yeah, y'all going to see it. And I hate that, but hey, it was a labor of love. Look at it that way.
It's the one, Rita, we made in Design with the Pros Club. Was it yesterday?
The one that's like that one beside Amanda's head, I think.
So it's that one. It's not this one, though, but it's one like that one.
It's one like that one.
But no, we will not.
That's the one Amanda made, I think.
We won't sell that one. We'll keep that one.
Yeah. Yep. Which I had already told her I wanted to keep it anyway, because I like those colors. And now that it's got an extra color in it that it wasn't supposed to have,
it has a little bit of your DNA in it.
Got my DNA in it. That's right. Of course, I'm sure I'm sure my DNA is all over the world, because we've sold wreaths everywhere, all over the world.
Are you saying you bleed on all of them?
And I tend to have, you know, my DNA in places sometimes. Hey, it's a labor of love, like I said.
Yeah. We probably should never have told you.
We probably shouldn't have.
That's probably way too much.
Hey,
way TMI.
If you stab yourself, you know that you're not the only one. Sometimes I stab myself with these stems.
Hey, I do too. No, I do too occasionally because they can be sharp.
And between burning yourself and stabbing yourself, you know, it happens. Yeah. It happens. And all I'm doing now is just going around and adding wherever, you know, I feel like I need a little of the boxwood. Now this is one, you know, if you see a little bit of the wreath, if it's not completely covered, that is perfectly fine. You don't want big spots, but if you can kind of see through it a little bit, that's okay. Just did it again.
You're on a roll.
I am on a roll. It's because those this boxwood, the stems are really, really sharp when you cut them. And so I tend to stab myself. Got little holes all in my fingers.
The only thing about this is also from Amazon. Did you mention about it not pushing up?
No, I didn't, and that's the only thing I don't love about it. I like it when I can push everything to the top of the stems. Now, we could cut them off and use them, you know, two separate ones, but I didn't want to do that, but that's the only thing that I'm not thrilled about with the boxwood. I wish that it did do that. Okay, I got to turn it this way just briefly so I don't keep stabbing myself. You can see what I'm doing. And just a little more at the top. Wreath is kind of hard to get stuff in, this particular one, so that's how come I keep stabbing myself.
And you're kind of doing it sideways too.
Yes, so it's hard to see when you're looking at it sideways. About there.
I think I'm behind you today. For some reason.
Hey, I'm fast.
You're speeding through it.
I don't
gotta
know.
keep up.
Yeah, hey, it's because I'm talking, and that's why Amanda used to put me in a room by myself. Well,
no, usually that slowed you down.
Yeah, well, it did. It does if I stop. That's true. But yeah, because if I get to talking, there's no telling what I'll end up doing. And now, if you wanted to use more of your buckle fern, you could kind of sprinkle some of that in through it, just to make sure that it's kind of showing throughout. In fact, I think I will put just a little bit of that.
Hey, Faye, yes, and speaking of vacation, I will not be here next week.
Yeah, so we will not have...
Wait a minute. Will I?
No, next Friday we will not have Flower Friday because I will have a baby.
Wait a minute, but it's not next Friday. Week. I think I'll be back by then. Maybe.
No, next Friday you won't be back, honey. You leave Wednesday.
Yeah, I do. I leave Wednesday. See, it's been a long day. I don't even know if I'm coming or going, I guess.
I reckon not. No, trust me when I tell you, you will be gone.
Next week, we will not have Flower Friday because apparently I'm going on vacation.
Yes, and apparently she needs one.
Apparently, I need one.
She needs one. Yeah.
Yes, we're going on a cruise, but I could not remember.
Yeah.
I can't remember the days, I guess.
When you said that, then I started second guessing myself. Like, I know that I've already looked at the calendar. I know when I've got Bennett. So I'm going to be keeping my grandson, and I'm excited about that because this will be the first time that I've had him just him. Yeah. You know, I've kept him overnight and things, but not by himself. So I'm excited about that. And I'm hoping that I can get him to say Gigi. He knows how to say anything, just about. And he can say Gigi. He just knows I want him to, and so he refuses. He looks at me, and I'll say Gigi. He'll say Mama, just and look at me and grin. So
he thinks it's a...
He thinks it's a game, is what he thinks.
It's a very fun game.
And it's funny. He's a little stinker. He got his first little haircut today.
He did.
And it was so cute.
He needed it.
He's got the curliest hair, but it's still not quite as curly as Livy's was.
Yeah, it's not as curly as my middle child. Hers is, even now, she's 7, but it's like, I'm like ringlets.
Yeah, little pretty little ringlets. And Stella's is just like hers always was, full of body, but straight. Well, except that if it's straight when she blows dry it. If she don't blow dry it, hers is curly like that too. So, and his is curly. So cute. And he did good getting his little haircut. He didn't cry. I was afraid he was going to, but he didn't. Well, I could keep adding, and I probably would if I could get it off the stand. There, I glued it to the stand. And you'll see we've got, besides glue, I've got these all sticking out the back, and you just go to the back. There's some blood on the back of this one. And you just cut your stems off as close to the grapevine as you can get them, and then just take your hairdryer and get rid of all this glue by just using your hairdryer on it. And that will get any of your glue boogers and stuff like that. And then you'll be done. Have you finished yours?
Yeah, well, I'm still adding a little bit.
I know, I keep adding, but
I'm just adding greenery.
Going to say it is done. But there again, you can add as much greenery as you want to it. You could fill it up if you want to with greenery. And
I will say that my wreath was bigger than hers.
Yes, it was.
It said it was a 14-inch, but
I know it really was. Yes, now that I'm getting blood on this one. Look at that. I'm gonna have to change out that hydrangea. But
you know what? Next week we're gonna have Band-Aids.
Next week, yeah, I'm gonna wear gloves or something. But you know what? My husband actually bought me a pair of gloves to try to wear because I've done this. Has been years ago because I've always cut myself on the stems. My hands look terrible, but he bought me a pair of gloves that were those kind that you're supposed to be able to pick up like bolts and little tiny things with. I couldn't. I tried my best to use those things, and I couldn't do it. It's like I have to feel the flowers or something. I can't. I just couldn't make myself use them.
Stephanie, we usually post the supply list on our blog at gracemonroehome.com, but I'll also link some of the stuff in the comments as well. But the full supply list will be on our blog.
But yep, I'm gonna have to take that hydrangea out and rechange it, but I'll do that.
Swap it out.
Swap it out, yep. But I love these colors. They're so sweet.
Yeah, I like them too. I mean, they're perfect for... And this one, really, I mean, you know, we're calling it a spring wreath, but you could leave this one up until you get ready to put your fall wreath up.
You really could.
Really.
Yep.
So if you're the type that just wants to get one and put it up and not have
and
to
not change it again,
yeah, not have to mess with it.
We're not like that. We change them, and she changes them way more often than I do. But I'll use them a season and then I change them.
I'm still just adding.
Yep.
Because that's what I do.
I know, and I probably will add more later because that's, you know, I tend to do that, but that gives you the idea. And yours is big. That literally looks like an 18-inch wreath.
It did. It looked more like it. So it did require me to use a little bit more.
Yeah, you had to, for sure.
And if you are making this, like we had 14-inch, or they said this was 14-inch, but if you are making it on an 18, you can use the same design. You'll just need a few more flowers.
Yeah, you'll just have to use some more.
But yeah, this one was really big because I looked at it beforehand and I was like,
yeah, she said something and I said, well, it says it's 14-inch. So,
but sometimes they'll say that.
I think they just get the tags wrong. But it was weird because it was kind of in between a 14 and a
it was definitely, it wasn't,
it didn't quite look like it. Maybe it's a 16-inch.
Yeah, it's really probably what it was, more like a 16-inch.
Yeah, but it's beautiful.
How pretty! I love these colors.
Yeah.
And you can do whatever you want with the tails.
You really can, yeah.
This was a 32-inch tail, by the way. So
yeah,
if you want to curl it or twist it, or
yeah, you could do whatever, you know, whatever you wanted to do with it.
Leave it straight, or
I think I'm gonna put some more greenery over here behind the bow just to make it stand up a little bit better. I'll add this over behind it.
Yes, guys, those of you asking about the glue skillet, our Grace Monroe home glue skillet is on sale. It's 15% off.
15% off, yes.
I have the link pinned in the comments, but you have to go to Surebonder's website, and I think you have to put it in the cart. There's no code. You just put it in the cart, and then
it'll show up in the
price
cart.
shows up. But also, they've got the glue skillets. The glue skillets are on sale. The stir sticks are on sale,
which are amazing. They're great.
They're wonderful. Now, if you purchase a glue skillet, it comes with two
yeah, you'll get two with it.
But if you already have a glue skillet and you just want a couple of stir sticks, you can buy those. Those are also on sale in the 15% off. And
the 1 pound and the 1 pound and the 5 pound. I always want to say it wrong. The 1 pound of glue and the 5 of the glue.
The pellet glue.
Yeah, it's like it's these little pellets.
Put some in there.
Yeah, because we need some. But the 1 pound bag and the 5 pound bag, the 10 and 25 are not on sale, but the 1 pound and the 5 pound bag are on sale right now. And so yeah, this is a great time to get one. And I promise you, if you make wreaths or really arrangements or crafts, anything that you need your hands free, I just recommend that because they are great. They really are. We've been using them for years.
Yeah, Judy said I'm right-handed, but with no feeling in my hand, and that hand is weaker. I have trouble cutting flower stems and haven't found really good sharp clippers. What brand do you use? Yeah, we were just talking about that.
Yes, you need to get some Stanley or Irwin. And it's Irwin with an I.
Now, this is an old pair. And
here's my new
keep
pair.
Going back to the old ones.
I love these. Are called Fat Max, and they're 8-inch, which is what we recommend. You can find that sometimes you can find the 9-inch, and you can use those. They're just a little heavier, but the 8-inch are great. They're sharp. They work well. Amanda still loves her old ones, but I'm loving the new ones. But you may have to, just so you know. It was Max Warehouse is where I found them, but yeah.
Now I did find the Fat Max at Amazon, but they only had a couple pair the other day. But I'll see if I can find.
Yeah,
some more
we'll try to find a link for you. But they are great. They really are. Now mine came they were a little hard to use because you want them loose so that you can use your fingers with them, and so just WD-40 loosened them up. my husband put it all through here, and it did fine. So that's all you need to do if they're hard. But you'll love them.
I'm going to see if we have any questions. Okay, Nancy says, how many wreaths have you ladies made in your life?
Oh, gosh.
Probably
thousands and thousands and thousands. Because
Probably
we have shipped them all over the world.
Well,
they're on every continent.
We started selling them in 2007.
Yes.
So that's, it's been over 15 years. So yeah, at this point, lots.
Yes, lots. Lots and lots and lots.
I think we had a question about what do you do with the wreaths when you're finished with them. Well, we do 3 things. We either give them away, we sell them, or we keep them.
Yes.
And every once in a while, if we just, honestly, if we have one we're not that thrilled with, that we don't absolutely love, we'll just redo it.
We take it apart.
We'll take it apart and remake it.
If it's something we just don't, because I'm not going to sell anything that I don't love. And that's just, that's how we are. If it's not up to what we really, really love, we just take it apart.
So we'll either sell it, give it away, keep it for ourselves. Which I end up keeping a lot of them because I like to change out my
She changes
wreaths.
out her wreaths a lot.
Or we'll just remake them.
Yeah.
So we do that too. Oh, let's see. Sheila said, I just ordered my glue pot bundle. Yay.
Yay. You're going to love it. You really are.
It's going to be a game changer.
Yeah. I promise you're going to love it.
Melody, do you have a duo with a glue skillet and a glue gun? I don't know if they have one with the glue skillet and the glue gun. Now,
I haven't seen one.
There is a bundle with the silicone mat.
Yes, which is a great thing to have too.
Yeah, there's a bundle with the silicone mats, the 19-inch silicone mats, the glue skillet, 2 glue stir sticks, and a bag of glue.
A bag of glue, yeah.
There is one of those. Or there was.
And
now,
it's
they
a
sell
good
out
deal.
really
Yeah,
fast.
they do sell out quick. Those bundles do.
Debbie asks, how does the glue hold up in Florida heat and humidity?
Just as well as it does in Alabama heat and humidity, because, it's about the same as Florida. And we have no trouble. Mine, in fact, I tell people, and this is the truth, my door faces west. And so that heat, and I have no trees, except for my little Japanese maple. But, so no shade really. And that sun beats down on it, and I don't have any trouble with it. So it holds up pretty well.
Yeah, it does do really well. And the Sherbonder glue, to me, is the best.
It's the best.
We've used, even before we had our glue skillet, we used a lot of different glues, and we got some commercial glue, and we just used a bunch of different kinds. But
trying it all out. But Sherbonder, to me, is the best glue. It strings less, and it holds up better, I think. I really believe that.
Yeah, I do too, for sure. All right. Okay, and somebody was asking where we purchased the stand.
What we do for the stand is we started years ago looking for them, and I had worked in a florist, just a regular florist, and I knew that they bought stands by the bulk, just a bunch of them, because they use them for funerals and things. And so I I started calling our local florist and asked them if they would sell me one, since, they do buy bulk. And they gladly sold us one, and we know countless of people. We've told this to people, on our lives and stuff, and people have bought them from their local florist. So that's what we recommend that you do, is call your local florist. Usually they'll sell them to you for very inexpensively, and they're great.
And so, as wreath makers, we don't need 100.
No, we don't need
wreath stands,
a bunch
and
of
so
them.
we don't need to buy them in bulk, But florists have to, and so most of we've never had them tell us no.
No, we
haven't. And we've never had anybody come back to us and say, "Oh, we tried,
and couldn't find one,"
and they told us no. Yours might tell you no, but go to the next florist and ask if that's the case.
Yes, call around until you find and see what they'll sell them, because we get these $5 a piece, so you can't beat that.
They don't, they have tons.
Yes.
So for them, and even if it's used,
yes,
tell them you don't mind if it's one that's already been, used or has some wear on it, because these right here, I promise you, are probably
15 years old.
At least 10.
Yeah, at least 10. Yeah. Yes.
So, I mean, and, you know, we've got more of them, but we don't even have to change them out.
No, I use this one all the time.
This one right here.
That's the one. I use it all the time.
This one's probably 10 years.
Yes, at least. At least.
And it's holding up just fine. I mean, it's got glue on it. But.
And see, they go back, you know, after a funeral, they go and pick up those flowers that have died, you know, that are on the stands. And then a lot of times, because this was one of my jobs in the florist, was spray painting them. And we would re-spray paint them green because, you know, they were sitting out in the rain and that kind of thing. So you have to re-spray paint them. But just tell them that, you know, you don't mind getting a used one. How much would they sell a used one? Because I promise they're perfect. They're absolutely perfect.
And it's probably, I would say, you're going to be able to get them cheaper than like Michael's or
yes. And plus, you can't find a 5-foot one, and these are perfect 5 feet. So I can eye level for me, which is what I need. Yeah.
So I'd give it a try.
I would for sure.
And if one florist says no, go to the
next one. Yes.
Lisa, the flowers today are from Amazon and Michael's, so I will link those for you guys.
And I meant to say this last week. We had several that did the stars. Thank y'all for that. I don't know the names, but I saw that we got some, so thank you for that. That is very appreciated.
Well, all right, guys. Well, we thank y'all so much for hanging out with us today for Flower Friday.
This is always fun.
Y'all be sure to check out our blog at gracemonroehome.com. There are tons of DIY tutorials, and that's where we put the full supply list. So if you're looking for that, you need to go to our blog. Also, I know some of y'all are asking where you can purchase our wreaths. Whatever is available for purchase, and they go quick, but what is available for purchase is on our website as well. You can just click the shop button for those. But we thank y'all so much for joining us today.
This is fun.
Oh, Mary asked why I don't use a stand. I'll tell you why. I used to always do it use a stand, but we don't have enough room right here for two big stands.
That's why.
So I started making them on the table, which kind of gives you another perspective. And now, you know what? I make them on the table all the time now.
She does. I still can't because I've tried. I can't do it. Even when we do the lantern swag, lantern wreaths that we put the lanterns in the center, I still have trouble doing those on the table. But she loves it now since she's gotten used to it. Yeah, now I'm used to it, and so it's nothing for me. It took a minute to get used to, and I will tell you, if you don't have a stand and you are working on a table, just put your flowers in at an angle. That way, if you don't have much on the back to scratch your table or your surface, but if you're working on it, I'd get one of these silicone mats, and then it won't bother your table. Yeah, and sometimes you have to use a little more materials when you do that, but still they come out beautiful. So, I mean, I love them. Yep. So I think that's it, isn't it? Well, I think so. But we thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. Yes, we do. This is always fun. Like we said, we will not be live next week. We'll be back with you the following Friday. But yes, we will miss you guys. Yeah. And I hope that y'all have. And hopefully, I won't be so exhausted by then after having a night too much. Oh, he's gone. I did. Yep. And I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I can't wait. I got all kinds of things planned. We're gonna have fun. All right, guys. Well, we thank y'all for joining us. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you soon. Bye, y'all. Bye.